Nigel Farage claims his party has no place for people with extreme views. But tonight, his Brexit Party has been forced to sack 2 officials after an undercover investigation by this programme revealed shocking evidence of racism, violence and potential criminality. The pair, an elected councillor and a regional party manager, were working on the party's campaign in Hartlepool, where Chairman Richard Tice is standing for election. The councillor has now resigned. And a warning, there is racially offensive language in Clare Fallon's exclusive report, which you may find disturbing. It also contains some flash photography from the outset.
Nigel Farage has a new party, and in this week's election, he wants to get his party into Parliament.
UKIP and the Brexit Party are very different, and I don't think that Middle England, decent people, want to vote for a political party that is linked to extremism, violence, criminal records and thuggery. That's why I left UKIP.
But are they new and different, and not just the UKIP Nigel Farage himself denounced? We go undercover to find out, inside the Brexit Party campaign in Hartlepool.
Look at certain other countries who will not accept Muslims. They don't need a quarter of the prisons that we need. They're outbreeding us.
You're getting more of the blacks and all, you know, the proper blacks from Somalia and all that.
Hartlepool has been safe Labour since the 60s, with a 70% vote to leave the EU. The Brexit Party now dominates the local council. And Richard Tice, who set up Leave.eu and is the chairman of the Brexit Party, wants to be the MP here.
I'm delighted to be standing as the Brexit Party candidate here in Hartlepool in this general election. And we plan to win, and win big.
With candidates in almost 300 seats, this is their top target. But we've heard allegations about links with racism and extremism inside the Brexit Party in Hartlepool. To investigate, our undercover reporter has signed up to help with the campaign and spent 3 weekends on the inside. With senior figures in the party who think they can change Hartlepool.
I actually think it's much better than the press it has. I know lots of the north of England that is far, far worse.
We talk Brexit Party strategy with those inside the campaign.
I mean, our poll ratings here are outstanding.
Are they?
So in the key seats, you know, that are target seats, poll ratings are really good. Forget the national nature, it's irrelevant.
We're the main target seat in the country.
That's Gordon Parkin. We will come back to him in a bit.
It's our Councillor Mincher.
And we're introduced to Brexit Party councillor David Mincher. Elected in May, he's now part of the ruling coalition controlling Hartlepool Council. We head out with him as he canvasses voters and represents his party.
Well, I got infested as UKIP, see. And I've come across the Brexit Party.
He was UKIP when he was elected, but has switched sides and joined Nigel Farage's new party. After about 20 minutes of knocking on doors, Councillor Mincher shares his views on Hartlepool's Muslim community.
Yeah. And they're outbreeding us. Who are? And they're outbreeding us as well, aren't they? You know what I mean?
There's a lot of Muslims here, you know.
In the town?
Yeah.
No, not really. Compared to everywhere else. It's all knock-on effect, isn't it? Next door will move out first because they don't want them next door because they live like animals.
And it seems this elected politician's views don't just spill out as racist words. What he tells us next, if true, would likely be treated as a hate crime.
So have you got a mosque here?
Yeah, round near me where I live. We tried to put a big pig's head in the concrete. We got over the fence. You know, when they were doing the groundwork. And they had all the bouncers who do all the North East. We were doing the security for that mosque.
Yeah.
So when we got in, they caught us. Us out because we were going to take a video with a pig's head under their concrete. Let them finish it. Let it all get built. And just send the video out and say, look, there you go. You've got a pig's head under your mosque there. So you'll have to get it all knocked down and redone again, or we'll just leave it because it's desecrated ground, innit?
And over the next few hours, the racism kept coming.
Look, the Turks are the biggest heroin dealers in the country. They're all doing cleaning the money off the heroin and all that, aren't they? The Turks.
Today, the Brexit Party told us they were totally unaware of Councillor Mincher's views and condemn his remarks. But there is another issue.
I'm one of the footy lads, see, in the town as well. Even though I'm councillor, I'm banned still from the footy.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't my first ban.
All
It's
right.
my fifth ban.
Oh, right.
So,
You're a serial banner.
so this year they've given me 5 years this time.
Over a pub lunch, we hear about another football match that turned violent.
I didn't even shout or anything. I just dropped 3 from behind. It's like windmill right into 3. Dropped them all.
How have you kept it away from the old Brexit Party then? That you're all this
No,
spring?
no.
Oh, they do know.
They've had to do police checks.
Yeah.
As long as I haven't been to jail,
Right.
it's apparently it's been fine.
Then our undercover reporter asks this.
Have you got a big drug problem around here?
No, not really. Well, the only problem I have is I can't get rid of all my cocaine when I get it shipped in, so I struggle selling my coke. You're not a cokehead, are you?
No. Do you not have it on a night out then?
Yeah, but I have to sometimes, because if I just have a drink on my own, I'm one of the horriblest people you'll ever meet.
Right.
So if I have that first, I'm alright, I'm quite nice and all that. Right, yeah.
And spotting an Asian family out the window,
Angie, there you go. Oh yeah, multiculturalism in that.
the local councillor cracks what he seems to think is a joke.
What nationality do you know they are?
Shiites, they're not Sunnis. They don't look happy at all.
And with that, for now, we say goodbye. The following week, our reporter asks Richard Tice whether he knows of Councillor Mincher.
Who did we went canvassing with? Dave, he was a character. Dave Mincher. He's a. Have you met him?
How's his finger? Yeah, I met him a week ago. He got his bloody finger nearly bitten off. By the
We were with him on the day.
We came out, there was blood all over the sheets. We thought that's commitment to the cause.
Nigel Farage insists there is no room for racists in the Brexit Party. While undercover, we're told candidates' backgrounds are checked and there are strict vetting procedures. It's our last weekend in Hartlepool, and we come back to Gordon Parkin.
I am the assistant manager for the North East region.
He's a senior figure in the campaign team, but did the party vetting system miss him too?
I remember you said you was involved with UKIP
I
before.
was for 15, 16 years, but I've been retired 3 months. And then they said, God, Gordon, come back with us, come back with us. I thought,
Yeah.
Christ, I'll come and help you out.
Gordon Parkin is no stranger to Nigel Farage or Richard Tice. He's no Brexit Party bit part player. But 4.5 years ago, he was investigated by UKIP for sharing far-right posts. Shared by accident, he insisted, and then deleted. And yet, he told our undercover reporter this.
Look at certain other countries who will not accept Muslims.
Right.
You know, they have half the prisons they need. You know, they don't need a quarter of the prisons that we need. They don't need a quarter of the policemen we need. They don't need a quarter of the health services we need.
But how can we, if we had free reign to do it, how can we tackle that, Gordon? That's the thing.
Because most born here. And that's what they're doing, they're outbreeding us. And they will tell you themselves, I've heard them say it. Yeah, we'll outbreed you in X number of years. So you've lost already. And we have.
And on Stephen Yaxley Lennon, the anti-Muslim founder of the EDL, known as Tommy Robinson, whose recruitment to UKIP led Nigel Farage to quit.
I believe in what Tommy Robinson says, to be quite frankly. Nobody has got the balls to stand up and tell it as it is.
I mean, if you was the leader, what would you do about it? Because I know what I would do.
If I was the leader of this place, I'd invite Tommy Robinson.
What do you think he would bring to the party that we haven't got at the moment?
Patriotism, to put it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Now in Hartlepool, they don't like cool people. I'll tell you now, as you're walking around, you watch the taxi drivers, you won't see a black man.
Actually, I've been surprised there's not as many immigrants here.
They all have them. They persecute the bastards.
The next day, we're with Brexit Party councillor Dave Mincher again.
After you, mate.
No, please, I insist.
And are heading back out on the campaign trail to canvass for Richard Tice.
Dave, do you know where we're going?
Yeah.
Good.
So, you know this, so we've got quite a few white taxi drivers, haven't we?
Well,
Compared to Middlesbrough, we've got nearly all Middlesbrough's boroughs right with all Asians now. Like,
oh, is it?
Yeah.
As we drive through Hartlepool, we hear yet more racism.
Because you're getting more of the blacks and all, you know, the proper blacks from Somalia and all that. Because you can tell the Somalians, they're like skinny blacks, aren't they?
As we pass the town's mosque, the elected politician tells us again what he planned there.
I'll take you past the Only Mosque, but you know when I told you about the pig's heads, what we tried to put in?
Oh, right.
This is just up here.
On the streets, we join up with Rick Moore. He's a Brexit Party parliamentary candidate in Lancashire.
I was telling him, because funny up the story I told him, we tried to put pig's heads in it with concrete and all the security got us. Yeah. But because
and for Dave Mincher, a new audience means another telling of the same story.
Yeah. We were going to video putting the pig's heads in the concrete. Yeah. But they just end up getting some of the young ones end up coming around, putting them on the spikes around the railings.
The man listening is standing to be an MP in Blackburn for the Brexit Party. Rick Moore told us he doesn't remember hearing the comments, saying he'd switched off to the conversation, but would have reported it to the party because those attitudes are unacceptable.
Hi mate, sorry to trouble you. Wonder if we can count on your vote, Brexit Party.
This is just one constituency. It's impossible to say whether the same views are held by other members of the party in other parts of the country. But just last week, Nigel Farage was insisting his party doesn't have a problem.
Any attempt that gets made to try and paint the Brexit Party into being a right-wing political party that would harbour anybody with extreme views is completely and utterly wrong.
Tonight, Richard Tice, the Brexit Party chairman and parliamentary candidate in Hartlepool, told us the party has removed the whip from David Mincher and dismissed Gordon Parkin. Richard Tice says he and the Brexit Party totally condemn the hideous remarks in the strongest possible terms, and that he and the Brexit Party in no way share or condone or were aware of any of these comments. David Mincher told us he made up the mosque story. He said he doesn't sell or take drugs and offered to take a drug test to prove it. He said he was banned from football for threatening words and behaviour, not violence, and has today resigned as a councillor. Gordon Parkin has not responded to our request for a comment.
And the full version of the Brexit Party statement can be found on our website at channel4news.com, channel4.com,